In this video, we're going to go through the optimal settings depending on whether you're playing on PS5 and what kind of monitor or TV that you're using for Ghost of Yotei, based on the review by Digital Foundry. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei. People that are using a base PS5 and who want 4K resolution will want to choose the quality graphics mode in the settings. That's going to give you 30 frames per second and allow you to get 4K resolution. So if you're using a big 4K TV or a 4K monitor and you don't mind 30 locked frames per second and you just want the best image quality possible, that's the choice for a PS5 user. Also, PS5 Pro users who want 4K, who do not care about ray tracing, and who are not concerned, who don't want to use pssr, that is the AI rendering of the advanced RT Pro mode. They just want image quality, don't care about FPS, will also want to use quality mode. Okay, performance mode is great for PS5 users who are going to be doing this on 1080p monitors or 1080p TVs, who want 60 FPS, right? So these are people that are more interested in the gameplay than the graphics, right? And so they want to have a locked 60 FPS, don't mind having 1080p graphics, which would be the case especially if you don't have a 4K monitor or TV, but you have a 1080p. It's also possible that if you are a PS5 Pro user and you don't mind 1440p, right? You have a 1440 monitor, 1440 TV, and you want 60 FPS, right? You're not going to lose out on quality per se going to the performance mode and having a locked 60 FPS. And based that, in some rare instances, the RT Pro mode, which does go to 60 FPS, does have some frame drops according to Digital Foundry in the battle scenes, although that may be fixed with the day one patch, they argue. But the other thing is that you don't trust pssr. So pssr is the AI rendering, so there may be some issues with AI rendering. So you could get great 60 FPS for combat, and you wouldn't have to sacrifice quality if you do not have a monitor that is of high enough quality to take advantage of quality mode. Then a PS5 Pro user might want to do this. And so, a PS5 Pro user is going to get better resolution on the performance mode than a PS5 user. They're going to get 1440p versus 1080p resolution. So Digital Foundry argues that the Ghost of Yotei looks really great with ray tracing. So if you don't mind 1080p resolution, and maybe you don't have a TV or monitor that supports anything above 1080p resolution, and you don't mind having 30 FPS, but you would like to have the better shadows with ray tracing, then the ray tracing mode is the way to go, right? So you're going to get a different type of quality than the quality mode. You're not going to have as high a resolution, but you might have better shading and more realistic shading and a better look with this mode versus quality mode. So somebody that's really into image quality versus performance on the PS5, they're going to be deciding between the ray tracing and the quality mode. So I'd say if you have a 4K, you're probably going to go for the quality mode. If you have less than 4K, you might want to do the ray tracing mode if you're a person who cares about image quality versus FPS and game performance. So a PS5 Pro user may choose a ray tracing mode if they want a bit higher resolution than the RT Pro version, and they're not worried about 30 FPS. So if you don't need a full 4K, your 2K Plus is good for you. 1780p and 30 FPS, you might decide for the ray tracing mode over the quality mode, but you're not all the way to the RT Pro mode, which will give you 60 FPS, because you want to have the higher resolution, maybe because you have a very big TV or monitor and it looks much better with the higher resolution of the PS5 Pro ray tracing mode, or the ray tracing mode versus the ray tracing Pro mode. I think this is a bit niche, possibly, for PS5 Pro users. I suspect they'll want to do the RT Pro mode and get 60 FPS, but we'll get to that. But this will have a locked 30 FPS. The final mode is the Ray Tracing Pro mode, which is only available on the PS5 Pro. This is actually the mode that I will choose on my PS5 Pro because I have a 1080p monitor and I would like the 60 FPS. That being said, this is the only mode that Digital Foundry found that was not totally locked. The other issue is that this is it's going to have cutscenes are rendered at 30 FPS like all the other ones, and this is going to have pssr AI rendering. So it's possible the AI rendering may be less quality than the quality mode, but in general, this should perform great with the great shading of ray tracing mode, and it's locked. They tested it as locked 60 FPS, except for very large battle scenes when it dipped into the mid 50s, and they suspect that that's going to be. They've been assured by Sucker Punch that may be corrected in a day one patch. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei. Let me know which mode you're going to choose and what kind of monitor or TV you use, and whether you use a PS5 Pro or not. Good luck, Oni.